Did you know your brain's memory capacity is about 2.5 million gigabytes of storage, more than thousands supercomputers? What will happen to your memory if you use a fraction of this incredible power with 6 proven study methods that will revolutionize the way you remember and learn? 1. Nishant Memory Mastery Method, who transformed his terrible memory into a world memory record holder. This method focuses on 3 core processes: register, retention, and recall, called the 3 R's. 1. Register. This is the process of absorbing information through focused reading. The goal is to register what you read into your short-term memory. This requires attention and focus to ensure that your brain captures the information effectively. Short-term memory is like RAM of a computer and long-term memory as ROM. So to transform the short-term memory to long, use the following. This is the critical step because you will not forget what you don't registered. The key to registration is 100% attention. Finish registration before you jump to next step because your final memory depends on your registration quality. 2. Retention. After registering, the focus shifts to retaining the material. To hold the information in long-term memory, you should use techniques like spaced repetition, where you revisit and review the material over time. Retention requires regular engagement with the information to prevent forgetting. 3. Recall. Being able to recall the information when needed is key. Practice retrieving the material from memory without referring back to notes or the text. Regular recall sessions strengthen neural pathways, making it easier to access the information in the future. To enhance the 3 R's, focus on the following. Attention is the core. Focus deeply and remove distractions to fully absorb information. Without attention, the brain can't effectively register what you read. Comprehension. Understand the material before memorizing. Active recall. This is by itself one study method. Regularly test yourself to recall information. This strengthens memory and retention over time. Application. Apply what you learn in real life to reinforce understanding and long-term memory. 2. Elon Musk's Semantic Tree Study Method. In Elon Musk's approach, he advises learning by building a semantic tree, where you 1. Grasp fundamental principles, the roots and trunk. 2. Add details, branches, and leaves, once you understand the core concepts. This method promotes deep understanding by ensuring that foundational knowledge is solid before moving on to more complex ideas, helping you retain information and make connections across topics. 3. Active recall. Active recall involves intentionally retrieving information from memory without looking at your notes or the text. After reading, test yourself by asking questions or summarizing the material. This forces your brain to recall information, strengthening memory connections. Studies show it's one of the most effective ways to retain information. 4. The triangular study method, 98% toppers use it, involves 3 steps for mastering a subject. 1. Base. First read the material thoroughly, noting key points and difficult areas, and things that you may forget. 2. Middle. First revise your initial notes, focusing on the most challenging concepts. And from your first notes again, take notes of difficult and things you may forget. 3. Apex. Second review the refined last notes again, ensuring retention before exams or assessments. This last notes are where questions come for toppers. Last time I did video on this. 5. Spaced repetition. Spaced repetition involves reviewing information at gradually increasing intervals over time. This method is based on the forgetting curve, which suggests that our brains are more likely to remember information if we revisit it just as we're about to forget it. Apps like Anki use spaced repetition to time reviews optimally. 6. The Feynman Technique. As Albert Einstein famously said, if you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. Named after physicist Richard Feynman, this technique involves explaining what you've learned in simple terms, as if teaching it to someone else. By doing this, you reinforce your understanding and highlight gaps in your knowledge. When you can explain a concept in basic terms, you're more likely to remember it. Which method are you using? Thank you for watching. If you like this video, subscribe for more.